Kay! Kay!
Yes.
Kay. Listen, why don't we start a HoneyThyme YouTube channel?
Oh, how, where, and when?
Maybe now. And can you bake something?
Why are you looking at me?
Well, you are the queen of choux pastry, and you know how people love your match cheese. And why don't you make a eclair or a profiterole today?
Okay, I'll be very happy to make one now.
Oh, very well, let's start then.
Welcome to our first HoneyThyme tutorial, guys. By the way, I am Kay with 30 years experience in food and beverage, and I would like to share my baking and pastry knowledge with you.
And I'm Sunil. I have 28 years of experience in the food and beverage industry in different sectors, and I would definitely like to share my knowledge and experience with you guys. I will also let you know that HoneyThyme caters for all occasions. Just visit our Facebook page and Instagram, and any special request you can always personal message us. And also you will find the recipe in the description below, which has the ingredients and the quantity. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the video.
We are going to be baking choux pastry now, and these are all the ingredients we will be needing. We will now be having all the ingredients here, and firstly we will need water, we will need butter, we will be needing eggs, and we'll be needing flour. We'll start by firstly putting the water into our saucepan, and we will need to add our butter, and then we will be needing to put this over to here because we need to melt this. We now have the water on the stove here with the butter inside, which needs to melt together. Once your butter has melted in the water, remove it off to the stove, and this is where you'll be adding your flour to make it into like a roux. So you'll mix this in, and this will form like a dough paste. Once mixed in, we'll put it back onto the stove because it has to come away from the edges. Make sure it's all mixed in thoroughly. Like this. So make sure you beat that really well till we form a paste. Now that, once it's beaten in, has to go back onto the stove just until it can come away from the side. So, right. So you can see now that's become like a choux mix. It's got to come away, just come away from the sides of the saucepan, so it's like this. And this is where we're gradually, that's your choux mix, like this. And this is where I'm going to put my eggs. I'm going to put this mixture into here. Right, I've now added the dough mix into my mixing bowl, and I'm going to slowly pour the egg mix in to beat it together. And this is how the choux mix should look. We don't want it too wet, but you don't want it too hard. Now the eggs are in there, so this is now a good piping consistency. Now we have our mixture ready, we will start piping our choux pastry. We can start. We're just going to do tiny ones. So we're just going to make little ones and then cast off, cast off, cast off. Keep them quite set far apart because they've got to have room to. These are for the eclairs. Now let me show you how I'm going to do the profiteroles. We are just going to pipe these like this. 1, 2, again quite far apart. If you just get a little bit of water and just flick it, it just acts as like a steamer for the profiteroles. Gives them a chance to get some height on them. I've got this one here as well. And I'll do the same. I have preheated the oven. Make sure it's always preheated to about 180 to 200 depending on the fan assisted. I'm going to then put these in, and when we do the profiteroles, when you pipe them, if you get this little top part, just get a little bit of water and just dab it down. It just makes them much flatter when they come out of the oven. They will just, it just takes away that little knobble bit. In the oven, I say for about 20 minutes. I'm just going to turn these around because the little eclairs looks like they're pretty much done. In actual fact, I'm just going to put them underneath to dry out for a couple more seconds. I'm going to put the profiteroles at the top, but these I pretty much are done, but I'm just going to give them a few more minutes just to dry out underneath. Hello there again. Now this is what they look like after they've come out of the oven. You'll always know when they're done because all you'll need to do is tap the bottom there and again on this one. And this is the ganache that I've made. You can use melted chocolate and dip your eclairs, but I've chosen to do ganache. It's quite technical, the ganache here. It's very rich, and I'm going to dip some of those choux buns and my eclairs in this. I recommend, personally, that you cream the eclair before all the dipping. At this stage, I'm just going to dip. The profiteroles, you go to the base, and you can just get your piping tube and pop it in and make a hole, cream them, and then dip them. It makes it so much easier. I've now cut them. I haven't creamed them, but I'm just going to dip them now in the ganache, and I will do the same with these. I will dip them. Look at that. Right, this is what they look like when they're finished. Obviously I haven't put cream in mine, but I would suggest you cream them first, then dip. It just makes it easier. You can fill them with anything you like, creme pat, like a custard thing, or you can put chocolate mousse in the middle. You can do fresh cream with strawberries. You can do white chocolate. You can even do some with some other white chocolate on top. Yeah, so that's what they look like. Amazing. And obviously, would you like and subscribe our video? Thank you.